Alright, let's talk about graphing absolute value functions. Okay? So what I can tell you is basically if we have, say for example, y is equal to absolute value of x. Alright? This is a very basic function of an absolute value. Alright, we're going to have a graph that looks like a V. So we're going to start at the origin, and then we're going to have a line that goes this way. And instead of a line going down this way, what happens is when you go to the negative side, it goes up, like so. Okay? So let's plug in some numbers. So let's take this equation, y equals x minus 2 absolute value minus 4. Okay? So we'll just draw like a rough graph of this. So what we want to do is we're just going to plug in x and y values. So we're going to create a chart like so. Okay, so let's start from an easy place. Start from 0. So give yourself some room for negative numbers and positive numbers. So if we plug in 0, what do we get? So x0, so 0 minus 2 is, well, minus 2, but it's absolute value, so it becomes positive 2. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Okay, let's plug in 1. Okay, so if we plug in 1, we get 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. Absolute value of negative 1 is 1, so it's 1 minus 4, or negative 3. Okay, let's plug in 2. Alright. Okay, so if you plug in 2, what do we get? We get negative 4. Okay, so let's plot the points here. So you get 0, comma, negative 2. So if we go down, this would be the first point. Then we have 1. Alright, so it's going to be to the left. And then we have negative 3. So we go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we go to 2. And then we get negative 4. So it's going to go down to 4, like so. What if we plug in negative numbers? So let's try negative 1. Okay. If we plug in negative 1, we get negative 1 minus 2, which is minus 3. So that's equal to 3, negative 3, which becomes positive 3. So 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So we plot that, it becomes negative 1. Alright, comma 1. So what we notice is just kind of a straight line like this, right? So I think what happens is that if you keep going negative, it's just going to keep going up and up. So gonna just go like that. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to find a point where, alright, we found kind of one half of this line, of this absolute value line. So what we need to do is now find the other half. Okay, so let's just, and to do that, remember we said that absolute values have to look like a V shape, right? We found only the first half, the left side of it. So to do that, we have to keep plotting positive numbers. Alright, so if we plug in 3 to 2, you get 3, alright? 3 minus 2 goes 1. 1, alright, so 1 minus 4 is negative 3. So we get 3, we get negative 3, and I believe that we've found the other side of this absolute value function. So what we do is, maybe if you have two lines, you could technically draw a line. So we can just draw a line like so. So this is kind of like how the graph would look like, because this is an absolute value function, so it has to look like a V. Alright, however, it's not y equals absolute value of x where it starts at the origin, but because you have what we call x minus 2, because it's minus 2, right, we're going to shift the vertex right here, what we call the vertex, 2 spaces to the right, alright, and then because of this negative 4, it has to shift down 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's why right here it's negative 4 because of this. But we can do it by just plotting points like so.